Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. So this is my Boo Boo's Glitter Glory birthstone design for the month of March. Yay! I managed to get it up before the end of the month. And here are the products that I will be using. I used 3 colors of polygel from Savyland. This first one is Rainbow Blue. And then we have Belove Girl, which is a lighter blue. And lastly, Dreamy Lagoon, which is kind of a teal color. And then I'm using the white from Gershon. This is the Aquamarine Glitter. I spilled some alcohol on my label, that's why it looks smudged, but how beautiful is this glitter? I could look at this all day. And then I'm also going to use these matte white butterflies. These are also available on Boo Boo's Glitter Glory, and of course the embellishment mix for Aquamarine. I'm working on my hand dolly practice hand and I have already built out some nails. I'm starting with the thumb. I've applied some of the Dreamy Lagoon polygel on the top half of the nail. I'm patting it out and I am fading it down the nail. This fade doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be applying some glitter on the bottom half of the nail. So like I said, first I'm patting it out. Trying to make the surface, well, trying to spread the polygel evenly over the entire surface where I want the color. I'm using alcohol as my slip solution. Every time you see my brush go out of screen is when I'm wetting my brush. And when working with polygel, depending on what you want to do to your polygel, you can vary the amount of slip solution that you have on your brush. For instance, when you really want to drag and move your polygel around, you want to make sure your brush isn't too wet. But when you're trying to smooth out the surface, you do want to have more slip solution on your brush. Like as you can see here, I was dragging the polygel, I am dragging the polygel to create that fade, and I have less slip solution on my brush, and also I'm using more pressure on my brush, so I'm pushing down. And then I'm cleaning up the sidewalls and the cuticle area. And then when I'm happy with my application, I will cure this in my lamp. And now I'm going to apply some glitter. So I'm using this builder gel in a tube. And the thing I like about these builder gels in tubes is that they don't self-level as much as a regular builder gel, which in my opinion is ideal when you want to place glitter on it, because I don't want the glitter to be moving around after I've put it on the nail. So in the Aquamarine Glitter mix, there are several shades of this Mylar, as you can see here. So I wanted to have only Mylar for this layer of glitter, so I picked some of the Mylar flakes out of the glitter and I'm applying this into my wet builder gel. Mylar is gorgeous, but it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to work with sometimes. So I'm applying the Mylar up to where I want it. I need a little more gel, so I'm applying it a little further than where the color stops. And when I'm happy with where they are, I'm going to hold them down with a plastic baggie, as you can see. This way they lay flat on your nail and they're not sticking up all over the place. I'm flash curing with my flashlight, and then I removed the plastic baggie and I gave it a full cure in my lamp. And as you can see, I'm then cutting off the pieces that stick out, or a little bit of the gel that might stick out, with just nail clippers. Now I have applied another layer of that gel, and I'm applying some of those white butterflies into this second layer of gel that is still wet. I love these matte white butterflies so much. I think they're really unique, and I've been looking for a design to use these in for a while, so I was happy that I could combine them in this design. So I'm also applying some of the finer glitter from the Aquamarine Glitter mix at the cuticle area of this nail, again in my second layer of builder gel that is still wet, and I'm creating kind of a little bit of a fade. And then after I was happy with all those glitters, I cured them in place, and then I'm applying another thin layer of that builder gel in a tube just to seal in the glitters for now, before I will encapsulate later. of course, I also cure this thin layer of gel. Moving on to the index finger, I'm going in with the lightest blue of the two colors of polygel, and I am basically doing the same thing as I did on the thumb. So I'm putting it on the top half of the nail, and then I'm going to fade it down the nail. Again, this fade will not have to be perfect because I'm going to put some glitter over it. So as every month, you guys know that my fellow ambassador for Boo Boo's Glitter Glory, Sassy from Sassyfantasie Nails and Reviews, and her new channel, Sassy Fun with Nails, she always does a design for the birthstone of the month as well. Her design for this year is absolutely stunning. Her nails are so long and super blingy. She has this beach theme, but she's also using glow-in-the-dark glitter, so there's also like a hidden theme in them, so it's really pretty. I will leave the link to that design, or that video rather, in my info box. She also re-uploaded her March design from last year because, as you know, she was already an ambassador last year, so I'm going to leave the link to that video in my info box as well. Her design for last year was also really pretty. She did this sheer look with different layers of pigments, and then she included a geode and a beach nail, so definitely go check that video out as well. I removed some product because I had too much on it. What you saw me just do, clean off product with my bare skin, don't do that. Make sure you have a glove on or use a nail wipe. So I've cured my polygel after I was happy with my application, and now I'm going in with the beautiful Aquamarine Glitter, creating a bit of a fade again, working my way up the nail. Well, not a bit of a fade, just a fade. I'm also applying my glitter into that builder gel in a tube, a wet layer of that builder gel. After I am happy with my glitter placements, I'll cure it in place, and then I'm going in with a second layer, again a layer of the builder in a tube, and then a second layer of the glitter. Just pick it up, placing it on the nail where I want it. There are so many different glitters in this glitter mix, it's incredible. I have cured the second layer into place as well, and then I'm going in with another thin layer of the builder in a tube to just seal it in before encapsulating later. I did that for all the nails, by the way. For my middle finger, you just saw me, I had all 4 of my colors of polygels on a painting palette, and then I swirled through it with a dotting tool, and I just put it on the nail with one of those spatulas. And now I'm just patting the product out. This was to create a marble, by the way, the technique of swirling the polygels. So this will be a marble nail. So I'm patting it out, dragging it out. I had way too much, so I'm removing some of it. I did not throw that away because I used that later on the pinky nail. So again, smoothing it out, trying to make sure I have an even distribution of the product on the nail. When I'm happy with my application, I will cure this in my lamp as well. I still had a little bit too much. Take that away too. At this point, I took my nail out of my practice hand because it was sliding out and it was really hard for me to smooth out my polygel like this. So I'm just holding the nail in my fingers, as you can see here, and then continue working on it. So after curing, I am removing the tacky layer with some alcohol and a wipe, and now I'm going to file over this nail because I want to apply some glitter on top of this, and then I have to encapsulate, so I want to keep this layer as thin as possible, and it was just too thick for my liking, so I just filed it, trying to make it as thin as possible without, of course, filing off my polygel. Of course, after filing, the pattern of my marble is going to be different, but that's okay because there is no right or wrong with a marble. So while we watch me filing this nail, I want to update you guys on the new products on Boo Boo's Glitter Glory webshop. So like I've mentioned in my previous videos, There are the gorgeous majestic glass crystals. They come in 12 different shapes. Also shown in my last video, the Aurora Borealis glass crystals. They come in 4 shapes. And then there are the AB glass crystals. There is only 1 shape on the webshop for now, but I think there will be more. So that's the checkerboard oval shape. These are so interesting. Okay, back to the nail first. After filing, I brushed off the dust and then I'm cleaning over with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe again. Next, I've applied a layer of the builder gel in a tube and I'm applying the Aquamarine Glitter. I'm doing a few lines of glitter following the marble, and then on the white area you see me working on now, I thought it would look good to use mostly mylar. So again, I'm picking out some of the mylar pieces and also some other glitter pieces. I am cleaning up where I don't want any glitter. And then I will cure this glitter in place. And then of course a thin layer of the builder gel in a tube to seal everything in. The next nail I'll be working on is the ring finger, and on the ring finger I'm going to create a ombre with the 2 blue colors of polygel. I'm using the darkest blue at the top area of the nail, so I've applied some product at the top of the nail, and then using my brush I'll move it over the top half of the nail and then fade it out towards the bottom of the nail. On this nail too, I'm trying to keep the layer of polygel as thin as I can because I will go on top of it with glitter, so you will see me removing some of the product. After application, I gave it a full cure, and then I'm going in with my lighter blue color on the bottom half of the nail. So I applied it at the tip, and then again using my brush I am spreading it out and then fading it up the nail. Again, I had a little bit too much product. These 2 colors blended so nicely together. I really love how this ombre turned out. But when I was happy with the application of my light blue, I cured this in place as well, and then look at, I mean, with hardly any effort, look at this ombre, how pretty is it? So after curing, I'm going in with the builder in a bottle to apply some glitter, of course. So a layer of the builder in a bottle, and then I'm going to create a swoosh or inverted S shape with the glitter. So first I'm mostly picking up finer glitter to create my shape, and then I'll go in with larger pieces strategically along this S shape. For the larger pieces on this nail, I only took some of the clear or see-through iridescent pieces, and I also added some of the white butterflies on top of the swoosh. And I forgot to mention that first I cured the S shape in place, and then I applied the larger chunks and the butterflies into a second layer of that builder in a tube. Back to the new Boo Boo products. In the category nail art, there are glow-in-the-dark stars and moons. By the way, Sassy used these in her Boo Boo's Glitter Glory birthstone design for the month of March from this year. Then there are 10 colors of glow-in-the-dark pigments in the nail art category. Also in the nail art category are beautiful iridescent unicorn sequins. I am obsessed with those, can't wait to get my hands on them. And then these pearl crescent moons, again, so pretty. And lastly for now, Boo Boo is also working on bundle prices for several products in the nail art category. Right now I think there's only a bundle price for the butterfly sequins, but I know she will have some on the other sequins and on the pigments, if I am not mistaken. I was fiddling a bit with the butterfly sequins on this nail because I wasn't sure how close I wanted them together, but I eventually made up my mind and I like the result. After I had the butterflies where I wanted them, I cured them in place and again sealed them in with another thin layer of that builder gel in a tube. And then for the last nail, which is the pinky, with the white polygel, I am going to create a nail bed with a smile line. So I've placed my dollop of polygel on the nail, and then first I'm carefully pushing some of the product towards the cuticle area to make that nice and neat. And then I am creating my smile line. The technique to do this is exactly the same way as you would do it with acrylic. I'm trying to make my wall of my smile line high enough so it will be easy to file, to perfect my shape later on with my hand file. So I did take my time to try and get the smile line as perfect as I could. But when I was happy with the way it looked, I cured it in my lamp. And then I'm going to go in with my hand file to, as I said, perfect my smile line. I took the nail out of the practice hand to do this, and before filing I'm removing the sticky layer with some alcohol and a nail wipe. So here you see me filing the smile line. Of course, if you were doing this on an actual person, you wouldn't have issues with the nails sliding out of the fingers, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. I also filed the top surface of my smile line a bit. I feel like it's easier to work when this top surface is smooth and already has a good shape. And then I want to fill in the French tip area of the nail completely with the Aquamarine Glitter. Now I want the tip to be fully opaque, so that's why I'm going to go underneath with a color. It doesn't matter really which color I'm choosing because, as I said, I'm covering it with the glitter, but to have a fully opaque look I do want color underneath. So I'm just using the excess that I had left from when I did the marbling with the polygels. So I'm spreading the polygel over the entire French tip, making sure that I also bring it up into the wings of my smile line. Also making sure that I'm keeping this layer as thin as I can because, as I said, I'm going on top of it with glitter. When I'm happy with the application, I'll give it a full cure in my lamp. Then I'm going in with a layer of that builder gel in a tube so that I can put my glitter into this wet builder gel. I'm using a detailing brush to get the glitter all the way up into the wings of the smile line, and I'm using a small gel brush to cover the rest of the French tip with the glitter. Before curing, I'm making sure I have no glitter on my nail bed, and then I cure this first layer of glitter. And then, as always, I'm going in with the second layer of glitter, so I'm applying a layer of that builder gel in a tube, placing my glitter into this wet layer of gel, and then giving this a cure. And then to finish, I'm sealing in this glitter with a thin layer of that builder in a tube. I then encapsulated all of the nails with builder gel. I cleaned off the sticky layer and then filed, shaped and buffed the nails off camera. After filing, I brushed off the dust and then cleaned the nails, and then it's time for bling. I kept it fairly simple for this set. How stunning are those 3 point-back crystals, by the way. They are genuine Swarovski crystals and they are so gorgeous. So I'm just going to let you guys watch the application of the bling, and I'll be back when it's time to top coat. And here we go with a top coating. I am really pleased with how this set turned out. I love the combination of the aquamarine with the blue shades and then the white with the matte white butterflies as well. I think it turned out really pretty. The only thing that bothers me about this set, and it has nothing to do with the design, the gel I chose to encapsulate these nails, it kind of yellowed a bit in the lamp. Luckily, it doesn't show up as much in the video, but you can see it a little bit on the butterflies. When I'm top coating them, you can see that they're a little bit less white as they were before encapsulating. So yeah, that kind of bothers me, but hey, what am I gonna do about it? Anyway, you guys know I have some pictures and a clip coming up at the end of the video of the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this design. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think and leave me a thumbs up if you did like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are very, very appreciated. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would really help me to grow my channel. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye bye. Mwah.